My name is Larry McCurry. I'm a lecturer in the Department of International Business at McGee and the University of Ulster. And my area is management of change and operations management. So I suppose that's very pertinent to tackling the issues that we have in front of us now, coming into a new executive. The economic pressures, of course, and I suppose the pressure is really going to be on the Minister for Finance and Personnel to sort out the budgets and to make as much money available as possible. Obviously, with the reducing budget, it's going to put considerable pressure on health and education, and those ministers have to work closely with their other ministerial colleagues to try and maximise the impact on a reducing budget. You know, whether you accept the arguments that it's not really a reducing budget, but de facto, on a year-on-year basis, the amount of money that they have to spend compared with inflation is putting pressure on the health service, on the education, as well. The biggest problem is probably unemployment. So, I mean, 100,000 new jobs would take a lot of the hassle out of it. Really to try and encourage more inward investment and more indigenous investment. I mean, the multiplier effect of foreign direct investment is considerable and will raise all ships. In that regard, if they could manage to negotiate a deal from Westminster on corporate tax levels so that they could become competitive with the Republic of Ireland and have an all-Ireland economy, it certainly would, first of all, would give greater economies of scale, and it would also help to attract more inward investment. So that would certainly take some of the pressure off the amount of money that goes to supporting those on social welfare and those on the dole and other schemes and support mechanisms that Northern Ireland depends on so much. Well, the big challenge for working on a European-wide and indeed a global-wide is that, you know, this region in particularly is very peripheral to Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is very peripheral to the UK. And, you know, therefore northwest of Ireland in particular is very peripheral to the EU, and so far away from the centre of the EU that it has its challenges in attracting foreign direct investment, and the whole challenge of peripherality, as I like to call it, is that wherever the centre is, even as the centre is subdivided from the main centres from London, Belfast, means that as the power is consolidated at the centre, wherever the hub is, then less gets out to the periphery. Not only it's a double whammy in effect, because not only do the resources not get out, but all the talent, the ambitious talent, the people who want to get on, they're attracted to the centre. So the best talent from Derry moves to Belfast. The best talent from Belfast moves to Dublin or to London, or even further afield, and that has another effect on the periphery. My idea for a strong periphery is that you know, a strong periphery provides a contribution to the centre, but a strong centre only provides limited resources back to the periphery. So they're always in a catch-up situation and they're always being left behind. My message is to bed down the success of the last 4 years, to bed down, build the trust, build more collective responsibility and more collegiality, and to get down and face the big problems that we have with the economy, with education, with health, and with social development, and to make this place that's a good place to live, to make it an even better place to live.